Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Dr. Natalie Candela. I'm a hypnotherapist and a transformation coach. And on my channel I talk about hypnosis, personal transformation, and spiritual awakening. And today I want to talk to you about finding balance. We're living through the time when we kind of find ourselves out of balance, whether it's through some sort of emotions that pull us off our center, or through events that are happening around us that are maybe unexpected, that pull us into tension, into fear, into anxiety about the future, sometimes into anger, maybe resentment. All of these things, emotions are pretty heightened on the planet as a whole right now, and will probably continue to be heightened for another year or so. And so as we go through this time, it's really important for us to figure out how we can hold ourselves within our center, how we can find that eye of the storm where everything around us may be spinning out of control, and yet there is this calm center, this calm peace in the middle of it, this calm space in the middle of it that we can stay in, we can return to. Now, it doesn't mean that we won't be pulled off our center, off our balance. And it's okay to experience all these different emotions. We're human beings, and humans are very emotional beings. So it's okay for us to experience a whole gamut of emotions. But when we find ourselves in an emotion that's unhelpful to us for a long time, we can kind of feel ourselves spinning out of control, or maybe if you're stand and somebody pushes you over and you're kind of tilting on, leaning on one leg, we're more likely to fall down than if we are steady on our both feet. So while it's okay to experience all of those emotions, it's really healthy for us to come back to our center, to find that balance again. And so today I want to share with you one way that is very powerful to find your balance, even in the midst of things that may be pulling you off center. So I am being drawn more and more to work with Gaia, to work with our Earth as a partner in co-creation, to work, in fact, with our entire environment as a partner in co-creation. So the Earth is very important to us. We obviously live on it, we depend on it, but we also have a very strong symbiotic relationship with the Earth. The air that we breathe is breathed out by the trees, by plant life on this planet, and the gas that we breathe out, CO2, is breathed in by the plants. So we provide to each other basically the breath of life. We are in a deep symbiotic relationship with nature. And so Gaia is not only some rock that we live on that provides us with things, but it also gives us very strong energetic support. So when we are off balance, one of the ways that is very powerful is to physically actually connect with the Earth. So what I would suggest, when the Earth is warm enough to stand on barefoot, and that can be way into the the fall months or way into the cold months, but definitely when it's warm. When you're feeling strong emotions, if you can, go outside, take your shoes off, and actually stand on the ground. Now stand on the ground with both feet so you can actually feel that sense of balance, that sense of grounding. You don't have to stand on the ground bare feet, but it really gives you an extra sensation of connecting with the earth. But you can connect with it even in your mind if you just stand on the floor, wherever you are. And even if you're in a high rise in an apartment and you're far away from the actual ground, just the intention of standing on the ground, feeling that floor under your feet, and having an intention that with that you're connecting with the earth, that should be enough. So when you stand on the ground with both feet, I want you to just say thank you, first of all, to the earth. Acknowledge it and say, thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for holding me up. And then I want you to imagine that you're beginning to grow roots out of your feet. You know, it's the roots, the strong root system in the trees, within the trees, that allows them to be so powerfully connected to the earth. So when you have a windstorm or a rainstorm, things may be going crazy around the tree, but the tree with a strong root system will hold steady, will stand powerfully, and will go through the storm and then come out on the other side. And it may have a few small branches that broke off, small twigs that broke off, but the tree itself will stand and go through the storm without a huge amount of damage. And so when we envision those roots growing from us, what we're doing then is creating that connection with the earth, like the plants. Now, what do the trees do for what do the roots do for the trees? Let's imagine powerful trees like an oak tree, for example. Well, the roots not only provide the stability, sort of give it that strength where it can hold on to the ground, the roots also deliver nutrients. They feed, they nurture the trees. So by us creating that energetic connection with the earth, we are not only held steady and allowed to find our balance, we are nurtured, we are supported by the earth. And so as you establish that connection, I want you then to become aware of all of those unbalanced emotions, all of those things that you're feeling that are unhelpful to you right now, unhealthy. And what I want to stress is that an emotion, let's say such as sadness, is not intrinsically a bad emotion. Anger is not intrinsically a bad emotion. So the way I'm talking about them is they are unhelpful to you right now. It's okay to feel sadness. It's okay to feel anger. But if that's all you feel for a very extended amount of time, then it begins to be really unhelpful because you can't move forward. So I'm not condemning any emotions here, and I don't want you to condemn any of them, but I want you to consider whether it's helping you or holding you back. And if it's holding you back, then it's unhelpful to you, and then you're ready to release it. So in that moment, as you become aware of those emotions, I want you to, and you may even close your eyes, to begin talking to Gaia, the spirit of the planet, and ask it to begin to allow you to drain those emotions into the earth. And just begin to imagine that these emotions are running through you into those roots that are coming out of your feet, out of your body, and through those roots straight into the ground. Now, just like when we breathe out CO2, the earth knows how to transmute it into then breathable air back for us. right? It goes through the plants and it comes out as oxygen for us. So when you send that energy that is unhelpful to you in the moment, the earth can transmute or change that energy into something that is positive and helpful to the planet. So by sending those unhelpful emotions into the earth, you're not poisoning it, you're not damaging it, you're not doing any harm to anything. You're actually doing the right thing. You're sending it to the right agent that knows how to transmute them into something positive, healthy, and helpful. And so stand there just focusing on those emotions draining into the earth, and the earth accepting them. And once you feel that they have been drained from your body, I have geese around my house. They're saying, yes, 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 yes. Once you feel that that energy has been drained into the ground, you should feel a shift in your body. You should feel a clearing, a cleansing, a letting go. So if there was tension, you may feel that there is a release. If there was a tightening, you may feel that there is an expansion. If there is a block, you may feel that it has moved and released and cleared. And once you feel that that has shifted, I want you to give thanks to the earth. And just say thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting me, for taking on the things that are not helpful to me, that you know what to do with, that you know how to transmute. Thank you for supporting and nurturing me, and thank you for helping me find this balance and this strength, and helping me come back to my center. So I hope you try it. Do it as often as you need to. It's free, and Earth is always ready to support you. And remember, you don't have to actually physically stand on the earth. As long as you stand on some sort of solid floor or ground and imagine that you're connecting with the earth, that intention will be sufficient. So I wish you peace and balance. And thank you so much for watching this video. You can find other videos that I have created on my YouTube channel, which is Natalie Candela, Hypnotherapist. You can also visit me on my website, awakenedhypnosis.com. And please leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell so you can be notified of my future postings. Thank you.